Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Shaping Your Future weekly video series. Today I'm going to give you 4 simple steps to create a powerful and moving value proposition. Now when I say moving, what I mean is that something that actually moves your target audience or your clients or the type of people you want to work with actually moves into action. This is really important because the vast majority of value propositions that are out there are really just maybe thrown together mission statement, or it's just saying, yeah, we help people X, Y, and Z. But if everybody's doing that, and if that's your value proposition, well, chances are it's just getting buried in all the noise. And so this is going to help you rise above the noise, get very specific on how your solutions, your products, everything truly improve the condition of the folks you're trying to work with. So step 1 is you have to get really clear on who that target audience group is, who those clients are, the people you're trying to serve, who are they? And obviously there's plenty of data out there that could show you this is their demographic, this is their age, their sex, their religion. You can get as deep as you want to on all of that. But what I want to really emphasize is that you need to better understand what their aspirations are. What's of greatest hope and importance to this group of people? If you're dealing with people, then you should have a pretty good solid foundation of the conversations that you've been having. Better understanding what's of greatest importance to them. Is it their families? Is it their children? Is it their business? Is it their community? Their religion? I mean, it doesn't matter. These are the types of things that really move people to action. So that's step 1. Get very clear on who your target audience group actually is. Step 2 is to identify the greatest issues and obstacles interfering with their aspirations, right? So if you're dealing with an organization or you're dealing with a group of people that have a common aspiration, whether it's to make sure that their children are going through 4 years of college, or to make sure that their community is growing and attracting jobs. I mean, it could be anything, right? If you're really clear on those aspirations from step 1, then looking at the obstacles to those aspirations is step 2. Because chances are this is what's going to be dominating the mindset, the psyche of the people you're trying to work with. And all of this is future oriented, right? I've said this many times that we're always thinking about the future, even if the future is just the next second. So why not get really good at it? So if you recognize this first and foremost, they're always thinking about the future, aspirations are future oriented, then identifying the issues and obstacles that are hindering or getting in the way of those aspirations is key. So once you've been able to identify what those issues and obstacles are that are standing in the way of the aspirations of your target audience group, then you can move on to step 3. And this is very simple, and that is being able to clearly state what their ideal future condition actually is. Not what their ideal future condition is tomorrow, but I mean further down the road, where those obstacles and those issues have been completely obliterated. This is really important. And very easy to do, by the way, because all it is just the opposite of where they are right now. Now, that moves you into step 4, and this is really important. You need to be able to be clear on what the baseline or business as usual solution to this problem is, because you have to be able to differentiate your approach. What makes you unique? How are you really helping them to either accelerate, to get way more than what they're asking for, anticipate the needs that they may have that they haven't even considered yet, and being able to provide that for them, helping them to realize that future state, ideally much sooner than they actually would if they went through the business as usual approach. So there you have it. These are the 4 steps to reframing your value proposition, to creating something powerful and moving. And number 1, again, is to clearly identify who your target audience group is and get into not just their head, but also into their heart. And that is what actually moves people to action. The second step, again, is to identify what their issues and obstacles are, those things that are standing in the way of their long-term future aspirations. Identify those, get very clear on that. The third thing then is, of course, to envision what their ideal future state is. What does it look like if those issues, those obstacles are knocked out, completely obliterated, and they are living their fullest lives? And then the fourth thing, of course, is to identify the business as usual approach to getting people there, and then to look at your skill sets, your intellect, your services, your products, whatever they may be, and be very clear on how it differentiates you from business as usual. How are you doing something unique that either accelerates them, gets them there faster, or helps them anticipate things they otherwise would not have seen? And that's it. Very simple. Now, if you want to find out more about how to do this, I've written a book on this called Rethinking Reinvention. We actually talk about the value proposition. If you click the button below, it's my gift to you. It's a free ebook download. It's yours to have, and you can dive a little bit deeper into the subject. So as always, thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts, any comments, anything that you'd like to ask me directly, just reach out. And of course, I always like to hear from folks about issues and obstacles they're facing and what types of things they might want to see me try and tackle on video. All right, see you next week.